What's going on, y'all? This is Samuel. Welcome to Huddle Up Blues. If you're new here, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Obviously, we won 4-1 versus Crystal Palace earlier today. And man, I must say that was a great result for us. And if you're feeling buzzed about this win, I want you to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Get in this, get in and get involved in this community as we continue to grow. And today I'm just going to go over some of the talking points from our game earlier. Obviously, we were able to get back in the top four, which is one of our biggest objectives this season. We want to make sure that we get back in the Champions League. And with the way things stand right now, I think we should be able to get that done. And there's some really good signs for us this season, and I think we're in a good place. If you're excited about the prospects for Chelsea this season, like I said, let me know in the comments. Tell me how excited you are for what's very likely to happen as the season progresses. So without further ado, let's jump into some of the talking points. So I'm going to be sharing my screen. Um, so obviously we were able to do some beautiful, beautiful. All right, so here it is. So I'm gonna go over some of the talking points. Let's go over the lineup real quick. So we started off with obviously Mendy in goal, and so we started with Mendy in goal, and obviously Aspilicueta started. I wasn't particularly surprised, but I did not know that Christensen was injured. Obviously, he already had a good game against Porto early in the week, and if you went on Twitter at that time, a lot of people were just like, "Oh no, Zuma's starting," but let's not act like Zouma ain't built like that. You know what I'm saying? My guy can score. I mean, he wins everything aerially, and it just seemed like, and I believe in the home fixture, which we won 4-0. I think he had a goal in that game too. So currently, he's the highest scoring defender in the league, and he's tied. He's the second. He's tied for the second number of goals in the Premier League this season behind Tommy Abraham. And I mean, that's not saying a lot. Well, I don't know how to feel about that because it just means that our guys aren't, doing that well. Our strikers aren't doing that well. But I'm just happy for him because I think he proved that he deserves to be starting. And another another surprise today was seeing Werner not start, and then I seeing Pulisic start was definitely a welcome addition. I thought that he just had to come out and prove to the boss that I deserve to be starting. I expect to be in this team. I'm not just an impact player, so start me. And I think there is no question that he should be starting if he's fit. Obviously, his fitness is all there is that's holding him back. If he stays fit, he starts. He just offers way more than a Werner would. Werner is kind of just one dimensional. You gotta, just It's almost like he does not know what to do when he's crowded out. Pulisic just has a variety of skills. Like he can cut in, he can get past players, he can shoot with both feet. Obviously, we've seen him score with his left foot, just rocketing that ball up. You know, if if um if Havertz had taken some notes from Pulisic today, he might have been able to convert some, score way more goals than he did today. But who am I to complain? And then obviously we had the pivot of Jorginho and Kovacic, and you know, obviously Havertz playing in the false nine position was definitely a good was was it was nice to see. I mean, there was some idiots were talking about him, no longer that experiment with him playing in as a false nine has to stop. Well, he was able to shut some of those guys up today with a goal and an assist. And Hudson-Odoi coming back playing that right wing back role, and he just offers a lot more. I love Reece James, but Hudson-Odoi is just so direct. He has a variety of crosses. He can cut it in, he can lay it off he can pull it back for a nice, shot. He could cross it, or he can put it behind the back line. He can take a shot himself. He just does so much offensively. It puts a lot of pressure on the defending wing back or left backs. He's just a menacing player to play against in that for the opposing team. And then, I mean, that game, just went how you know how we expected it to go. I mean, we're finally back in the top four, and as you know, we have some very winnable games to come. We will play Brighton next. We just hope that Leicester can drop some points tomorrow, just keeping that gap close. Preferably, I would like a draw between West Ham and Leicester tomorrow. That way, they're just within striking distance to us. And obviously, Liverpool's looking very dangerous as well. So, I'd like to go above Leicester to just secure a third position so that they can, those bum ass teams can, fight for that what place, because I do not want to be in competition with any of those guys come, the last day of the season. I just want us to start, just getting up, climbing up that table, which would be ideal. And yeah, I mean, it's Tuchel telling us, giving us the keys to the victory today. Boss, the boss. Mm-hmm. He's right. I mean, Kai should have really gotten a hat trick today. He should have scored. Some of those chances that he had. I mean, he had that beautiful piece of skill early in the first half, where he just took the ball over. I think it was Van Aanholt, and he just shot the ball. I don't think he had made the best contact with the ball, but that Crystal Palace goalkeeper is really good, and he might have saved them from conceding double figures to them. That's how good he was. But I think on another day, if Kai really had his shooting boots on, we could have really scored some more goals. There were so many times that Pulisic ran across the face of goal and didn't make that contact, or Kai Havertz, coming to meet a cross and not making that contact, and us scuffing a shot. When we get that pullback, it just seemed like we couldn't necessarily, put that finishing touch. But who am I to complain? We put four past Crystal Palace, so happy days, baby. Happy freaking days. And it's just a good day. I mean, look. I mean, this said, yes, according to ESPN UK says that Chelsea have an exciting future ahead. Look at the ages of our players. Manchillo, 24. Reece James, 21. Mason Mount, 22. Kai Havertz. I mean, these are kids. Tommy Abraham is only 23. These guys aren't even in their prime yet. Callum Hudson-Odoi is 20. Dude, I don't remember last time I was 20. Yeah, I'm telling you how old I am, but man, this is pretty exciting stuff, man. This is really good. We are, we're really building a future around these young fellas, and to me, that's just exciting, man. It's a good time. What a time to be alive. And we look at some of our upcoming fixtures. So obviously, some Graham Souness says that I would put Chelsea in having the second best squad in Premier League behind Man City. Well, I hate to break it to you, Graham Souness. We have the best team in all of Europe, and we're gonna prove that in Champions League by winning it. And Man City would. Man City may have more of that oil money, but we're just built different. And obviously, looking at some of our fixtures coming up, we play Porto on Tuesday, which all things being equal, we get that win and we move on to semifinals. Then we have a FA Cup, fixture to come up just 4 days after that. We got Brighton 3 days after that. Then we got West Ham 4 days after that. Fulham, Man City, Arsenal, Leicester, Aston Villa. Those last four look kind of crazy when you think about us, progressing to the finals of the FA Cup as well as moving on to semifinals in the Champions League. We might be really busy in the month of May. So, man, there's a price to pay for being so good. We are excellent right now. And, well, this is what we want to be doing. We want to be in this competition at this time of the season. So, you're not going to see me complaining. All right, so there's a little stat to say Chelsea have now won 9 of its 12 Premier League visits to Crystal Palace. Those wins coming under 8 different managers. So I guess we just we just dominate Crystal Palace. I'm sure those guys don't like seeing us. So Tuchel, I expect. I mean, Maria's won twice there. Tuchel's gonna rack up some wins there. I expect this guy to be with us for a while. I just hope we don't do that Chelsea thing where we fuck it up, you know. But this is just it's a good stat. Crystal Palace does not love seeing us. Here are some stats about Callum Hudson-Odoi today. Apparently, he had the most. He had 45 final third passes attempted and 39 final third passes completed. He was first on the team, so my man was effective today. He had 9 ball recoveries. That was second. If I were to guess who the first was, I would say probably Mason Mount, but I may be wrong. Or even probably Jorginho. I mean, it was everywhere just getting the ball back. Then he had 5 chances created and 2 successful take-ons. First in all of those categories, except for ball recovery. So thought he had a stellar game today. Seems to be building a nice relationship with Tuchel. It seems to be he was like it's like the teacher's pet, the one that the teacher kind of uses to get respect. He'll talk to him when he feels like he wants to send a message to the team. That's what it seems like. And I saw somebody tweeting that he was being scolded. He was being reprimanded or whatever the word was. And I think Tuchel likes the guy, and I think he expects a lot from him. I think they like each other. Nothing to see here. Here's another stat. So Crystal Palace attempted just 1 shot in the entire match against Chelsea. They made it count. Screw you, Benteke. That man can only score from a header. from a nice. But you gotta give it to Schlupp, who just crept right behind our back line. Never seen us look that porous. I think Conte may have gone to sleep when lost his man, which allowed him putting that beautiful cross. Chua had no chance, and that's how we went down. So, I thought things were going to become nervy towards the end of that game, but we just seized control again, and we controlled the rest of the game. Finally getting that fourth goal, and we could have scored more. I mean, there were many chances for Kai Havertz to increase the the deficit, and on another day he could have got a hat trick or even more. But there's no need crying over sport milk. Still got the win, so that's all I'm talking about. And I look at Mason Mount, according to Squawka Football. Mason Mount's game by numbers. He had 100 take-ons completed, 100% take-ons completed. Not bad. 92% pass accuracy. Stays in the 90s, baby. 90 touches. That boy was everywhere. 7 accurate crosses. You know how many chances he put in the like every corner kick was dangerous. I mean, they were all getting their foot on the ball of their heads. You know, that guy is just such a baller. How did we get so lucky? Gotta give props to you have to give props to what's his name to Frank Lampard. Bring him back into the fold. Bring him back from Derby. Long-time Chelsea player from the academy, giving him his chance, letting the world see what a baller he is, and we are just beneficials of this great talent that we have at our disposal. So, man, he works hard. He gets tackles, all the recoveries. Yeah, 4 chances created, putting that beautiful cross for Zuma's goal. And he was just everywhere, man. He's just such a baller, man. We'll become Mount FC, and I wouldn't have it any other way. It's a prototype. Kind of reminds me of that those classic legendary Chelsea players like the Lampards, the John Terrys, the the Drogbas. They just have that Chelsea pedigree, the Chelsea DNA. Can't teach that stuff. It just has it. What a baller we have. Here's Kai Havertz just talking about. Yeah, I mean, he had a good game today. I wish he really, put some venom in some of his shots, but well, he just has quality. He glides past players, leaves them to dead, makes these really cute passes, and just, you know, gets into the right position. I think him and Hudson Odoi have a really good understanding together. If you remember that game against West Brom when Hudson Odoi he laid it up for for Odoi to score to bring it down to 3-2, which gave us that chance to tie the game at the end. I mean, they just have a connection. I mean, today again, Colin Odoi find gets an assist, you know, to get a Kai's goal. So I think they have a really nice connection going, and yeah, that false nine position might just be it. Kai is thriving in that position, and I was let him play it. Let the guy thrive. Give him a chance. This is our record under Tuchel in the Premier League away from home. So we've played 6 games, won 4, and drawn 2. So yeah, we are becoming road warriors. We're not taking L's on the road. So the teams that got to play late this year got to beware. We are not playing games. We are out for blood, yo. We are out for blood. It just comes to show that we could have really could have gone past Leicester today, at least temporarily, if we did not have that blip last week. We had just won that game, would be at 57 points right now, and we have 57 points. A point ahead of Leicester before their game against West Ham. Man, good signs, man. That you know, it's unfortunate that West Brom just turned into prime Barcelona last week. And speaking of speaking of West Brom, we have Thiago Silva. Congratulating the guys. A big win tonight, Chelsea FC. Let's keep up the good work. So, you know, and some asshole that said we get clean sheets with you not playing. He's still a baller. Don't talk trash to Thiago. Think some of the think some of the a lot of credit has to go to him. There's no way to quantify this for sure, but we've looked more composed defensively this season. I think his leadership, the maturity, the overall, the overall quality that he brings to our side cannot be really quantified because you have a guy that's seen it all, played it all, and he's now part of your team. That makes a difference. It sure does. And I think he's making an impact on our team and just giving those younger guys some confidence. So I am happy we have him. I think we should sign him to, get that, sign him to that, sign him up for another year. Why not? You know, why not? Oh man, let's see. Yeah, and we're back. So you know, let's go. I'm gonna go over a few more things here. Think with for the most part, I think today was a good game for us. We've shown that we're a serious team. We've shown the rest of the Premier League that we're not to be played with. We're not to be messed with. We mean business. We have a we have a manager that's not just playing that's got us playing champagne football. We actually have a cohesive unit. I heard the commentator many times today say that everything we did was with a purpose. There was intention. There was invention. There was purpose to all of our decision making. It seemed like there was joy within our team. Guys wanted to play for each other. That is so underrated, Having a group of guys that are willing to sacrifice for one another and put their bodies on the line. And I may be getting ahead of myself, but next season we're going to win the league. The league needs to know this now. I know you guys, Chelsea fans, are probably cautious and saying, "Oh man, let's not get ahead of ourselves." No, let's get ahead of ourselves, y'all. Let us get ahead of ourselves. We're going to be winning things next year. We are. So just get ready, man. Get ready for this party. All right. Once again, if you guys are new here, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you comment. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're excited about what's to come. And what do you think? What do you think we're gonna end up by the end of the season? Do you think we're gonna be able to leap over Leicester City, or are we just going to barely cling on to top four? Also, leave me your predictions on our game against Porto on Tuesday. And I'll be back with a ratings video by tomorrow. This is Huddle Up Blues. My name is Samuel, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.